What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another Marvel Future Fight video. Alright, so in this one we're going to be showcasing Wasp here, so I went ahead and got her transcended, and I've been curious to see what kind of damage she can output. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at the build here, and then we will hop into some gameplay. So we have no Urus on her right now. I'm kind of just testing her out, I guess, bare bones with not too much investment in her, so basically very minimal investment here. Then we have her skills leveled up. Actually, yeah, all of them are leveled up. I guess I did that a while ago. We have stage 6 here for overdrive on our ISO 8 set. We do not have an artifact equipped. And we have just a regular obelisk here. I just have a random 200% damage proc obelisk because I didn't really want to well, I guess I shouldn't say waste, but I didn't want to put a CTP on her unless I knew she was going to be worth it because, yeah, they cost 600 crystals to unequip those. So I kind of want to be picky with who I put CTPs on since I don't have a ton of them just lying around. So hopefully seeing her with a 200% proc will be enough to get an idea of where she may fall, because then when we give her CTP, she'll definitely be a lot stronger than with just a 200% proc. For the uniform, I ranked it up to legendary, so one more rank to go. I don't know why, I just stop at legendary for a lot of them. I guess, I don't know, I get what I need out of the uniform from legendary instead of wasting the extra resources to get to mystic. But here are her stats. We're maxed out on crit, ignore defense, skill cooldown, kind of the main things there. So if we wanted to invest in her a little bit more, we can max out that crit damage. And then I guess just basically go all energy attack from there because we're already maxed or pretty much maxed on attack speed because we need 0.9% there. If we gave her a rage, then we could work on the dodge. But yeah, I mean, she's looking pretty good, even though we don't have any Urus on her. So let's go ahead and try her out and see how strong she is. Alright, so here we are over at Ultron. We're going to go ahead and use this team here. She has her own self-buffing leadership. She's got 30% all attack for her lead, which is actually pretty good considering you get some defense and speed with that. So actually, yeah, with that speed buff from the leadership, we are maxed out on our attack speed. Then we have two support characters. We're taking her into stage 19 here just to kind of see if she can do any damage. I definitely don't think she's going to do very well here. I'd be kind of surprised if she was actually doing good damage here. It's just for these showcase videos, I kind of want to try characters out on pretty much the same stages each time to get a good idea for them. And I've been doing stage 19 and 14 quite a bit, so let's go ahead and try those out. So she has her accumulation on 4. That's maybe a little bit more damage than I was expecting. So I'm doing 4, 3, 5 for her because I think that works best with a damage proc. If you had a CTP of Rage on her, then you wouldn't have to worry about that. But the Tornado there is definitely going to proc our Obelisk. So I want to use 4 first. Yeah, since I'm having to wait so long for the skill cooldown, and that's mainly an issue with having a damage proc, is you kind of just, you know, wait around a little too much because you want to wait for your rotation to come back and not accidentally proc. So having any extra hits is just, you know, not beneficial. And a lot of times, at least for Ultron here, that is his opportunity to optimize. Can we? Thank you. So if I didn't have to worry about the damage proc, I'd probably do like 2. Actually, we can do 2 right there. That's a short animation and it doesn't keep hitting. Whoops. See, I did 3 first that time. As you can see, that really messed up our damage there. Come on, dash already. Thank you. Actually, let's go into the awakening here. I mean, it's not bad considering I was not really expecting her to even do like any damage here. I was expecting maybe like 20% of a bar with her skill rotation. But she's doing, what, like 70, 80% of a bar or something like that? And does it seem like she's doing more damage with the 5th skill versus the awakening skill? Wait, how did you optimize? Anyway, that gives us a good idea there. So now let's hop down to maybe stage 14. Yeah, let's hop down to stage 14 here. I just want to see if she does more than like a bar's worth of damage with each rotation. But so far, because I don't know, Wasp has always been a support character in my mind. That's why I'm surprised she's actually doing a little bit of damage here. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is definitely not like DPS character type damage. So she doesn't scream out as like a DPS character. Yeah, she's still doing like the same amount of damage here. That's interesting. Okay, so she makes it to a full bar. What is he? Ah, no, he did. I didn't realize what was going on there. That's kind of interesting that stage 14 versus stage 19, there's like hardly any difference in the damage. Why is that? That's really weird. She was doing like, what, 20% more damage? I guess 20% is noticeable. So now let's move on to Dark Phoenix here. I'm kind of curious to see how she does here, if her animations are short enough to really take advantage. So let's go ahead and build the team and we'll be right back. All right, we got the same team here using those dodge ignore strikers. And let's see if we can take down Dark Phoenix. Because this stage, yes, you need to have damage, but you also need to have good survivability. Awakening skills are always long animations, so those are definitely not the safest to use against against Dark Phoenix here. But let's see, how long is this? Oh, we've got a lot of movement. Is this gonna... Ooh, that movement was actually very nice right there. That was actually quite nice. That little dash around there, she does like a circle around the opponent. We actually avoided like all of that stuff. Oh, that tornado follows her too. That's pretty cool. So the third skill, tornado, has tracking on it. Uh-oh, we're gonna pop out of yeah, we're gonna pop out of her animation there a little too quickly. Did she have, which skill had a healing on it? Fifth skill, okay. I mean, she's not doing it the quickest, but considering how bad her damage was before, this is actually a really big improvement. Get that heal there. Oh gosh, no. I went to itch my nose because I was going to let the skill animation just play out. It seems like she should be able to beat this. It'll be pretty close. I mean, her damage is definitely on the low end, all right? So compared to like recent character and stuff, her damage is definitely on the low end. So like the other characters that we showcased so far, her damage is definitely the weakest out of them, but it's just the most surprising to me because I expected her damage to just almost be non-existent. So that's pretty cool that she actually can do damage here. Let's try her out now against Dormammu. Let's see what she can do over here. All right, we got the same team. We're going to be going in solo here to see what kind of damage we can do. It's a little disappointing, though, that we have Dormammu on speed day, so she's going to be a type disadvantage. But let's see if she can do anything at type disadvantage. Okay, not bad. Let's move out of the way here. Okay. I mean, that damage looks good. I'm happy with that. But again, it always comes down to the next phase if we're going to have good damage or not. So yeah, she's looking good here. Let's see if she survives this. Oh, we're able to move out of the way. Yeah, so let's cut back to when we are on the next phase. So I'll see you after the phase change. Alright, we made it to the next phase. Definitely took her the longest so far. That was more than 3 minutes to do the phase change. And yeah, that was kind of the damage I was expecting to see on Ultron there when we were doing stage 19, was basically what we're seeing here against Dormammu in terms of how much the bar is moving. Again, she does have type disadvantage though. And I don't remember how much of a penalty that is. Was it like 15 or 20% penalty or something around that area? Was that 25% of a bar or something? Let's see. maybe a little bit more than 25%. Okay, yeah, that's like 30 to 40% of a bar. So she might be doing over half a bar then when she has type advantage. So that could be enough damage to do a third of it, maybe? No, because she's on a longer cooldown. She has a 9-second cooldown for her 5th skill. So that's one of the main things that's kind of throwing off my skill rotation, or making it kind of like feel like you're doing something the entire time, is just that extra 2 seconds on the 5th skill. Like if we could just use the skills right when the 4th skill is back up, it would feel so much better. She still feels fine to play. She doesn't feel as clunky as some other characters, but that extra 2 seconds is definitely noticeable and just makes it feel like you're kind of waiting around. You feel kind of antsy, like you want to do your rotation, but you have to wait those extra couple seconds. And it's mainly just because you see both the other skills come off a cooldown, so you're like, ooh, time to go, and then the 5th skill's like, nah, you gotta wait for me, come on, hold up, buddy. Another couple seconds here, and then you can go. Yeah, so overall, I mean, she's definitely still a support. I mean, I was, again, surprised that she was doing as much damage as she is doing. But, yeah, it's not enough to make her a DPS character. And her support, I mean, it's okay. It's not great. She just gives all allies debuff removal, but no, like, damage or defense or anything like that. Her leadership is pretty good, so she does have a good leadership, so you could use her for that. If you wanted to use her in, like, War Boss Legend or even Dormammu here, she can have a decent leadership. Yeah, besides that, I think she's more of just, like, a fun character that if you like Wasp, if you like the animations, that now at least she can do some of like the early stages in War Boss Legend, and maybe when she has type advantage against Dormammu, you might be able to do a third of the damage if you have a good build on Wasp, and if you have you know, strong cards as well, because we're rocking 19% pierce for this. She does just have a regular damage proc obelisk for this showcaser, so do keep that in mind. If you give her a rage, she'll definitely look more impressive than she is now, but I don't expect her to kind of jump up and be competing with any of the other DPS characters or anyone that you would consider, you know, a DPS. So yeah, I mean, just another fun character. We can't all have, like, you know, every character can't be top DPS characters, and that's just the main thing that I look for in the game. I just really like when characters just melt a lot of bars, but sometimes just, you know, survivability and just like whittling down the boss health, you know, and taking a majority of the time, that can be appealing to some people as well. To just take your time, play around with the character, you get more skill rotations in, and you just, you know, chipping them down. There we go. So yeah, that is going to be Wasp with her new uniform here. Again, like I was saying, just a fun character, so don't expect her to be, you know, doing everything for you. She's kind of a character, if you have her as your lead and your main DPS dies, hopefully she can pick up some of the slack. Might be able to give her a insight, but I don't even think an insight would be too valuable on her, considering that her support, again, is just remove debuffs. It's not like a DPS support, which is going to be the characters that you want to prioritize with your CTP of Insight. Yeah, so that is going to be Wasp. Let me know in the comments below if any of you have ranked her up and what you use her for. For me, she's just going to be a fun character, maybe for later stages of Shadowland, or if, you know, I'm just playing like a low level of War Boss Legend, you know, stage like 2 through 10. Then she could probably get the job done there. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.